Oh, hello and welcome, because I just realized we did our entire intro on the wrong clip.
Oops. Yeah, I just told you that.
Oh.
Introduce myself.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
let's do this a second time. Deja vu, because we'll just put the blame on Janox this time. Hello and welcome to Tales Across Time and Space. I'm Thomas, your game master, and I'm mess things up with Janie SP. And there goes our connection.
Hi, I'm JSP, and apparently there's a memory of me already introducing myself because I'm playing Janox.
Except for now the internet connection decided to butts out on me right at that moment.
Hold on.
Oh god, I am not having good luck.
Hold on very quietly so I can hear when it goes off.
Okay, we're back. We're back. So, for the third time, it's Janie SP.
Hi, I'm Janie SP, and I'm just a memory of someone named Janox.
I'm also repeating myself with Zeistend.
Hello, I'm Zeistend, and I'm still thinking RBs. I'm playing Zeistend, the discard.
Once again, it's Radical Dishonesty.
Hi, I'm Radical Dishonesty. I'm playing Sohoy and/or Silas, the chosen one.
And as always, like once before and once again, it's Crystal Kitsune.
Hi, I'm Crystal Kitsune, and I am playing Lara, the Mystic.
So, sorry about the little glitch and mess up on my part there. Clicked the wrong button. But
what
yeah,
exactly happened?
Wrong button.
I clicked the intro, which is in this game is the game. Turn off the intro pre-game game is about to start music, and switch to, and say, hey, we're about to start, so people can actually start focusing and paying attention.
Why do we even have that lever?
Well, the trick is on the game
lever.
we streamed last night, the intro puts it so that my video is in the focus with everyone else's video smaller below me for me to do the same introduction stuff. But since this is not the videoed one, I should probably name it something else.
Well, that is good just to get all this stuff out of the way early in the stream rather than getting through like the stream. Some of those streams, unfortunately, that have been lost to time and space.
Yeah. This one has definitely been quite higher on the technical issues. This game.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, before we get started on proper some updates, as you may have inferred, we are streaming on every other Sunday, more or less. A playtest of my Champions Bond game, and we're playing a game set in the continuity of Digimon Adventure 02 or Season 2, depending on which terminology you prefer. It's really fun. I am glad I am for once I'm not editing a bunch of rules between sessions, so that's a plus. But it's a playtest, so some of the stuff is there. So I think I feel stable enough, and I got the things that were glaringly bothering me out of the way. But anyways, so yeah, you can check that out. Either the past broadcast is still up on the Twitch at twitch.tv/Tales of and on Fridays is I posted up in two parts. I post it every Friday on our YouTube channel.
We can also justify it as definitely popping up on YouTube.
Oh, and we just lost connection again.
Yeah. I was gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a moment. Oof.
All right, are we back? We're back. We're back. Okay. Turn off. You know what? Let's just turn off all these connect automatically, because I think that's probably what causes the glitch. Is it starts switching connections because there's like 4 networks because we're halfway between the extender and the main thing. So, okay. Anyways, I don't know when I started losing connection there, but check out our Twitch. Digimon game. It's fun. It's good stuff. We're also going to be posting it in parts on YouTube. So, like not like edited out parts, just in pieces for more digestible chunks. With that out of the way, last time on Interstitial Logos, you guys were outside the tower known as the Somnium Sepulchre, the Grave of Dreams, the place where Silas and Millen were trained under the Forgotten Master, and ultimately it's supposed to be a backup of those that were lost to the Hollowed that could, if used properly, could bring everyone back.
That was not explained.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Well, I will probably explain it. I will exposit when we get to the Forgotten Master again, because he has to have his final boss fight. So,
We're going to learn a little bit more about him anyway. I got a nice speech ready for that trucker.
Is it a speech about friendship?
Maybe.
I would love. My brain is now just picturing at the end. Ultimately, you find out that Janok stole one of Zyson's chains and Semper Six Tyrannus. But anyways, you guys briefly fought a Tonberry Heartless before Lara sent it skyward.
Very briefly.
Yes, before it team rocketed off into the sky. Surely that's not going to become a problem later on.
Look, that's future our problems. But...
Yes, so once inside the tower, you started. Nell appeared before you had finished dealing with it. Though Nell appeared and kidnapped Millen. You guys ran after her and ended up in the tower where her little I don't know what to call this trio. The Forgotten Trio. Let's just call them that. Proceeded to isolate everyone but Sohoy, so that he could have his big confrontation with the 2 masters that used him. Much revelation exposition. Basically, Forgotten Master said he used Silas's memories to cage away the Lux Logos to try to keep it away from Leonel. Leonel showed up, taunted, saying, "This is the best thing we can do," and how is what I'm doing any different than what the Forgotten Master has done? Then, Millen and Sohoy decided that they had enough of these 2 people trying to use them and control their lives, and beat the snot out of them, including Sohoy reflecting the attack of a massive beam from Master Leonel back at him, launching him through a newly formed hole in the wall. Which surely, and then everyone regrouped, and the big thing is that Sohoy asked I don't remember who exactly you said it to, but you asked them to start calling you Silas. So, that's the Cliff Notes. There was a lot of exposition there that I don't remember, and as we have already demonstrated today, I do not have the best memory, apparently, about what I have already exposited and what I have not.
So too excited to get to your exposition that you forgot you haven't said it yet.
Yeah. So, and that brings us to today's episode, Higher Expectations. So, we open up as you guys are kind of in the little stairway foyer, looking up there, and you feel the tower shake. Millen kind of looks upward and is like, I think the Hollowed is getting close here. What do we do?
Well, gee, it's like, I don't know. 4 of us are here destined to stop it. And technically, it isn't stopping at what the heroes are supposed to be doing. God.
I mean, you say that we're there to stop, to be destined to stop it, but like on the other hand, we're also kind of like we're destined to do the tyranny of light thing. I don't think there's any other destinies for us.
Let's just not care about destiny.
I didn't say we were destined to stop it. I would said more on the fact that just apparently, it's what good people do is stop the bad things that destroy the world. God, it feels so weird to be on this side of it still.
Well, Millen kind of turns to Lara. Is like, are you on board for this fight? This horrible void in space that hungers for everything that we cherish?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, is there the final save point? Like, just right nearby, just swirling around?
Nope, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay, we're not at that point yet.
Yep. So.
Yeah, well, we get that message that you can't turn back after this.
Oh, yeah. I guess we haven't got that message yet. We're fine.
Yep. No. Hey, there's probably some side quests and there's some puppies you could probably find somewhere. In other words, that'd probably be a great time to do this.
Oh man, puppers!
We haven't opened any chests in this game. Like, this is a completely chestless run.
Opened a few.
Hey, Zyson, you opened exactly one chest. I mean, I don't. Janox did not appreciate that. Janox did not appreciate that chest being opened. But, you technically did open one.
And he did open the way to another, but that was a completely different kind of opening there. That was on the privacy of the ship between him and...
Yeah, so Millen kind of like, well, everyone? He kind of takes a deep breath looking up. We got some stairs to climb.
Yeah, good luck with that. And Zyson's just going to magnetize himself up.
I wouldn't do that! And, Zyson, you see a bunch of glowing points of light start surrounding you. And they're growing brighter and brighter. And they're glowing red. What do you do?
Alright, well... I'm going to summon a bunch of reflective metal around me.
Okay.
In a kind of protect spell.
You're definitely, in that case, roll plus light. Or your light dark, I guess. Because you are definitely defend from harm.
Let's see. Do I get EXP since it's my lowest stat, or?
Nope, that's only for links.
Alright, so then I will do dark, because...
Yeah, and just in general, I don't think you would be rolling to form links with the tower's defensive spells.
Yeah, no.
Also, while you're rolling that, Jane, roll your start a session.
Oh
move.
yeah, that's right. I should roll my hold for the session.
8.
All right.
Oh, that day.
Yeah, I was like, Janox, how'd you get 0?
No, that I had accidentally put. Apparently I was trying to S a 2d6. I don't know what S8 would be, but
Okay. All right. So you would have your hold. And I'll give you the hold. I won't be a dick about your first start session move, rolling a 1.
Oh,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a
We lost
bonus
him
roll.
again.
So you don't.
Alright.
He doesn't have any penalty there.
Anyways,
It's a meta level roll, not a character roll.
on a 7 to 9, Zyson, it costs you expose yourself to danger, or I get to make a move. So,
Let's see. I guess expose myself to danger would probably, yeah.
Yeah, you pull up these things, and these lasers just melt giant holes in your little reflective metal. What do you do?
I'll let gravity just kind of drop me back down.
Yeah, so as you land down there, it's like, sorry, I was gonna tell you the staircases are the air around them if you're trying to fly through it, because sorry.
Yeah, could have been a little quicker on the draw there.
I'm sorry, you just kind of just tried to jump up and leave us behind. I didn't really have a chance to say anything before that.
This is the thing I do. You should have known I would try this.
I've known you for what? Like 3 days?
Yeah, with those 3 days, I think I left you like 3 times.
To be fair, that's kind of your thing, dude. I go over and offer a hand to help him back to his feet.
I will accept that hand and.
I think at this point we need to take the stairs. No shortcuts this time, buddy.
God, I gotta walk like you plebs. All right, let's go walk up these stairs.
We also have to find some. Don't worry, I'll rivet us with all some really exhausting dialogue about how much we hate walking upstairs.
Millen turns to Lara. Sorry about almost not saying in time to get before your boyfriend almost got fried by the lasers.
Yeah. He's useless.
Hey!
I mean, give him some credit. We now know there's lasers.
I recall saving your life a few times.
I'm gonna go bathroom a second.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's about to be getting to that too. Also,
that's why I'm going.
Okay.
I imagine this is all dialogue we're doing as we're quietly walking up the steps.
Yes. 1 second here. Break. So, yeah.
I know. Not used to it, though.
I like to imagine Zyson just walked up like 5 stairs.
Dude, cardio! Man, cardio, seriously.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's good for the heart.
Xanax is not having any issue with this. Dude, this is how most people get around.
I'm wearing a coat full of chains. Shut up.
Couldn't you levitate your coat then?
I mean, at what point does like using magic actually like counteract the fact that you're actually burning energy using magic rather than just doing things, dealing with it?
From this side, I kind of interpret Zyson as having a higher magical stamina than physical stamina.
I can see that, yeah.
If he's been lazy enough to like The moment he had to take a few actual steps.
Kitten, I do not need you.
Well, I'm just thinking of like
running away from horrible disasters following you is a great way to stay in shape.
Zyson is definitely a ranged
Okay,
fighter.
Rincewind.
So.
Okay, whatever you say, Rincewind. That was directed at Jane, not you, Zyson.
Okay.
God, I missed that joke, darn it.
So, trust me, I am gonna catch. If you throw down anything Discord related, I'm probably gonna catch it. I love my Terry Pratchett. May he rest in peace. Alright, 1 second here. I'm going to perform a catsurcism.
Catsurcism?
Yes.
It's like an exorcism for cats.
Woo!
Don't forget the saucer of milk. It's a very important part of the ritual.
No, not this ritual. It involves a door and it being shut now.
No, I understand that.
A door, a boot, and a clothes.
And the evacuation of a cat.
Yes.
Cat evacuation.
So yes. All right. So after a short number of stairs, Zyson complaining all the way, you eventually come on to a giant, basically the best way I can describe it is boss platform. Because really, this is what it is.
Oh man, this is a very nice wide open space.
Oh, these boots are not made for walking.
These boots are made for walking. That's just what they'll do.
Yeah, no, I Christopher Walken wouldn't be caught dead in these. But yes, you kind of find a giant, you see the wide open space. Also, notably, this space isn't like a platform in the middle of the open tower. This is actually like, you went through like a doorway, kind of came up onto this platform, so this is like a separate room here. So, as you walk in, a trio of hooded figures suddenly appear, with the tallest one hand on the shoulder of the two smaller ones, one who is hot pink.
All right. Can we just get like a 5-minute timeout?
Really? That's what you're telling me? Zetrix kind of... Zetrix cannot stand to have... This is something both of you know. Zetrix hates having her hood down, her hood up like that. She just... Because she has to... she feels like she is vain enough that she does not want to hide herself at all.
Yeah, I completely understand.
You ditched me.
Will we be a bit more specific?
No, I think I'm pretty specific here. And now you hooked up with her? No offense to you.
None taken.
I mean, it just happened.
No, before, I could just talk it up like, you don't care about anyone. You didn't care about me. I thought you weren't going to care about her, but apparently that was wrong. So what? Why?
Maybe you were just too much of a bitch for him.
So I'm just going to take a step away.
Nothing finds it within his soul to salt it and burn to move a few steps away.
Look,
jokingly. All right, with those words, Lara strikes with intent.
Although I imagine completely, Nell is totally probably if Nell was next to her, Nell was probably just completely dropped her jaw.
No, both.
Ooh.
This is actually very telling for the rest of you. Nell is quiet. Nell is not saying anything.
Oh no! What have they done with Nell? Oh wait, no one else would wear that godly peak thing. There must be something wrong.
No, I can give this to the two people who've actually worked with these people before. They are absolutely loyal to Zetrix.
Mm-hmm.
And so if she wants them to kind of be serious, they're going to be serious with her. That's kind of how the trio, together the trio is much more competent than they are apart.
So they're stronger than the sum of their parts.
Yeah, so.
They're a balanced party when put together.
Anyways, Zetrix just turns and shoots daggers at Lara. Excuse me?
Yeah, actually or metaphorically?
Metaphorically. She uses rapiers, not daggers.
I also, the moment Lara says this, I also take a few steps back. Maybe not as far as Dustin, but
the phrase "minimum safe distance" kind of goes through both of your heads.
Yeah.
What?
Look, Zyxon has seen cat fights before, so.
What did you say?
I called you a bitch.
Wow. I was trying to help you, Trying to, help you help. Also, she kind of, to help him, she points to Janox, and not get yourself messed up.
Please, you were just trying to help yourself.
What? And she kind of starts storming up into your face. What do you mean by that?
You were just trying to keep him away from me.
She slaps you. Don't talk about things you don't get.
And what exactly do I not get?
That he is just in it for the booty. The conquest.
Maybe with you.
I feel like you should be triggering a move, I just don't know which one.
Alright, I think Zyson's just gonna try to get in between them. Ladies, perhaps we could not,
Okay, I'm gonna say, before anything else, I want to suggest this to you, and if you're on board with this is going to happen. Both of you, in unison, say, stay out of this, and, punch Zyson in the gut and knock him to the side of the room.
Yes.
So that happens. So
this is completely reasonable. There's a reason Janox is not intruding in on this.
But Zyson's intelligence is not his strong point. Otherwise, he would not be in this mess.
Neither is his charisma.
I think his charisma's good, just not his wisdom.
Yeah. I don't really feel like there is a move that's appropriate for this, but I keep feeling like, oh god, there is something that should be happening here, and I just don't know what.
Yeah. If I was more familiar with the system, but perhaps because of the way they're interacting, this might either be a heart or light link or heart or light related thing, because Lara's kind of hitting home with what she's saying, that even though this may not be something Zetrix may want to hear.
I don't know what light has to do with anything on this situation. This is pure dark at this point. But anyways, I can't tell you guys to make a link. That's entirely on you guys.
I know, I'm not talking about the link. I'm just trying to remember all the different moves you can do as a DM. So
yeah, no.
Do they have a list of moves as a GM you can do? I don't.
they're more like narrative cues, like a trigger, and it's just the ones in this aren't really that. They're a little
robust.
They're a little lacking in this one, just like at this point, after like punching Zeiss into the side, she's just staring on you in the face. The next words out of your foul mouth better be an apology.
I don't think so.
God, Laura has metamorphosed into a sass elemental tonight. Like, she just kind of...
She doesn't like someone trying to steal her boyfriend.
She kind of bounds back, and the other two take up point around her, and it's like, fine. I had to keep you guys away for keep your little group busy anyways.
And why is that?
Master's orders, unfortunately. Actually, no, fortunately. I'm glad I get to do this today. And a spread of rapiers kind of form around, like kind of start, fan out behind her. That's the word.
Oh no, it's Gilgamesh.
As levitating in the air, and as Nell's hammer and Helen's gauntlets appear as well. Millen's kind of in the back looking uncertain. It's like, we don't have time to deal with these guys. What do you do?
I will... Well, I'm gonna summon my Keyblade. For starters. He's not really attacking yet, so...
Do you want to try to have everyone else go on and you leave you to deal with them?
Yeah, have them go on.
So what do you say to them to... How do you say that to them?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll deal with her.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Both kind of Helen and Nell look up to Zetrix. His like, she's like kind of looking like what do you want us to do? And it's like, we'll catch up to them later. This one is all mine right
now. Laura, I know you have this whole grudge thing. Are you gonna be all right?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I can Silas, handle myself.
There's nothing more scary than an angry woman. I suggest you head up with me.
Yeah.
Silas just sort of like,
you got this, Laura.
I know.
Then I follow immediately, head for the stairs.
What do you know?
That I got this.
Okay. I didn't know if there was some dialogue I didn't hear.
No.
Yeah, I said you got
because
this, Laura,
my thing got unplugged.
You heard everything.
I didn't hear everything because my earpiece got unplugged.
Oh. Okay.
No, that was me, Thomas. I was like, you got this, Laura, before I went to the stairs as well.
Okay.
I'm giving her that chance.
All right. As you guys kind of thought there, Zetrix kind of suddenly rushes towards you with all of her rapiers kind of pointing towards you. What do you do?
I think I'm going to summon a fire attack.
All right. What does it look like?
Right now it's just fireballs.
Okay.
From the sky.
Okay, so you're doing like a fire rain.
Yeah, like a fire rain, yeah.
Okay. Fight fire with fire. Fight explosions with more explosions.
Yes.
That never ended badly. All right, go ahead and roll plus your... I think you're striking with intent here, because I don't think you're striking to subdue. So roll plus your dark, which is -1.
Lovely. Open Discord.
Unless you are pulling your punches here and trying to just subdue.
I think Yeah. Probably not gonna bother subduing.
Okay. Also, I'm glad someone definitely caught the clear mental reference I was making to the Shinra floors.
10.
All right.
Yeah.
Pick 2 from the strike with intent list. Defend yourself from harm, deal great harm, take control of the situation, or I guess your effect is bombastic because you can and powerful. Because you can do that whenever you're picking a list, including deep dive, which is just
bombastic and powerful.
All right, and you get to pick one more. Defend yourself from harm, deal great harm, or take control of the situation.
Defend myself from harm.
Okay. So yeah, you just suddenly so like Zetrix is kind of basically directing, kind of conducting, like doing the hand kind of conducting motions with her blade, so she's like kind of commanding them, and suddenly the air is just full of these like fireballs. It's just kind of like they don't actually hit the ground and explode right away. They linger until there's basically she actually, instead of creating just fireballs, they're like mines.
Yeah.
Waiting, or rather they get low and then suddenly they converge on her, and there's just like she kind of last ditch and suddenly try to block shield herself from the blast, and her rapiers all go flying and bedding into the sides of the building and exploding. So many explosions. It's like a Michael Bay movie in here. Like you guys running up the stairs feel like a shake from it, and like you kind of share like a quick side glance, but keep going.
See, I told you, angry women.
It's you kind of the smoke clears and Zetrix is kind of... What'd you say?
Well, we need to let's officially walk the other characters out of the scene really quick.
Okay.
Because we haven't. I'm like, all right, well, let's go then.
Yeah, I kind of thought you guys were already... Sorry.
I know, but we hadn't said that, and so that's why Smarking was available.
Okay. Yeah, because the intention was that she lunged after you guys left.
I know. Sorry.
All right. That was my mistake. That was just my mistake. I was thinking my fictional position was different than yours. So we are corrected now, though. So, anyways, after the smoke from all the explosions here, it's like looking a little haggard and such, but still, she's just got a smile on her face. As is like pulling out all the stops for little old me.
I guess.
Rule number 1, though. In both combat and stage magic.
Stage magic.
Yep, stage magic. Don't keep your eye on the most flashy one on stage. And suddenly behind you, a large figure appears as Helen just teleports behind you and is winding up to slam into you with a massive fist. Mm-hmm. A gauntleted fist. What do you do?
That's not exactly playing fair. I think I will... Probably, I guess I will, defend it. Just use, like, my rapier and kind of defend.
Like, are you trying to block it?
Block it.
Or
block
are you
it.
trying to,
deflect
it?
Block it.
Okay.
Block it.
Alright.
As I said, like, 3 different times.
Sorry. I was... I was trying to finish my sentence there, okay?
Okay.
So, roll plus your light.
Alright.
Which is +0.
6.
Ooh. Yeah, so unfortunately, the simple physics, which, like, normally not adhered to too much in the terms of Kingdom Hearts, but here it's just the fact that a massive fist and a relatively thin rapier, the fist wins.
Yeah.
And you get smacked hard, and you just fly across the room, taking 1 harm. As I remember, I need to open the control panel to actually mark these things.
Quick, before Helen sings "Stronger Than You."
No, that's not happening. Wrong franchise.
Too many lyrics for that. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really. That's the other thing. As you kind of pull yourself up from the ground, you kind of you see that Zetrix has reclaimed one of her rapiers and says, "I'm sorry, love, but who said a thing about playing fair?"
I mean, all's fair in love and war.
I just realized,
especially when she does love and war.
nice thing is that Zyson actually, looking at your moves, Zyson could actually say that in Lara's head, because Lara has the move, "What are you doing here?" When you share links with another character, you can communicate and help each other no matter where they go.
Yes.
Oh, that's something to remember here. You guys can spend your links to help Lara, even though you guys aren't here, because you can help each other through her thing, as long as your link is not...
Oh, no. Oh, good to know. Good to know. I will have to be taking advantage of that because of the large amount I have.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful because,
Wait a sec. So she has more than me. How did this happen?
Because you keep losing it whenever you roll a 1.
Ah, true. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so she has a link to Janox, Zeiston, Millen, Sohoy. There's Sohoy. You have a dark link with Sohoy right now?
Me?
Who does?
Yeah, Laura.
Oh yeah, I do.
I thought we changed that.
I thought we did too.
Back in New York.
Oh, that's
thought it
probably the
turned
one
to a
that
heart
I
link.
still haven't done the updating from.
Yeah, it turned into a heart link.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. We understood each other. We had that moment where we both stared at our keyblades after being like, "This is trouble."
Yeah. Okay. But yes, so she's like. Anyway, so Efra, did you respond to her saying? Oh right, yeah, that's Zeising chimed into your head with the "all's fair in love and war" kind of thing, and you're probably just not in the mood for his sass.
No, I'm not.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So as you kind of are pushing yourself up, so if you would be so kind to just stay down, and we can get on with what we need to do. What do you do?
I'm thinking.
I know. Just making sure that ball's in your court.
If apparently since we can offer advice,
I don't really feel like staying down.
Oh well, can't say I didn't try. And she kind of like points her rapier up, and you see Nell jumping off from a bit of debris that was stopped in the air, hammer held up and about to swing down on you. What do you do?
Oh, I hate combat. Ugh. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Nell's hitting me, about to hit me with a hammer.
Yep.
I'm gonna jump out of the way.
Okay. So you're not going to try to engage...
Teleport, actually.
Okay.
Teleport.
You're not going to try to engage her, instead you're just going to keep focus on being defensive.
No, because I want to... Right now, I don't want to focus on the rest of them. I want to focus on Zetrix.
Fair
and
enough.
right now, I'm annoyed.
Okay, so roll plus light.
Which is +2?
0.
Oh yeah, that's my mastery. That's +2.
Yep.
Especially since right now, God, we never have reunited you with yourself. I thought that was going to be your free ultimate fight.
8.
Alright, so either leave yourself exposed to danger, a different kind of danger, or I get to make a move.
Different danger.
Okay. So you kind of, you dodge out of the way, but, suddenly but since your attention was away from, wait, no, you said you teleported away.
Yeah.
You jumped out of the way, but, fortunately for you, you're not the only teleporter here, and, one Helen is there waiting, just behind you, and has grabbed you and is kind of doing the one arm hold out of the air. What do you do?
Wait, what exactly did she do?
She hoisting you up one arm in the air, kind of like by like the neck, or yeah, let's just say the neck, just for the imagery. You're not being choked. You're just being held up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're being like held by like a baby kitten.
I think what I'm going to do is... probably... I don't know. How do I respond to that?
What
I'm
do you...
thinking.
Yeah.
Let's see. How do I best respond to that? I'll probably... I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe you're struggling right now, so maybe we'll just kind of play the tape forward a little bit and see what.
Yeah, play the tape forward a little bit.
Zetrix kind of sachets up to you as you kind of are kind of struggling, but Helen has a very strong grip on you right now, and it's like, what? That's all the great powerful sorceress can do?
No.
Really? That's odd. You haven't seemed to impress me too much so far. Maybe just a one-trick pony.
I think next I'm going to use a spell that will basically throw her backwards.
Okay. Go ahead and you know what? Let's say this one's actually going to be a cast magic. So roll plus your mastery.
That's +2, right?
Yep, that's +2.
Eight.
All right, you can pick one from the list, and that and remember the two on list one, which is one is reshape your environment, and for you the effect is bombastic and powerful.
Yep. Effect is bombastic and powerful, and
you only get to pick one.
Oh, effect is bombastic and powerful.
Okay, so yeah, and I realize I think I've been doing it wrong because I've been saying, oh, your options are the only thing it does, but really it's supposed to do what you say narratively, and then we kind of the things you pick is what it does mechanically. So
okay.
So yeah, you knock her clean across the room and kind of on her back, and you can hear Nell snicker at the thing. However, you also weren't able to take no unintended consequences.
I know.
Which I'm thinking here a moment here. Sorry.
I didn't do that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I usually try not to take that because it makes it more fun.
Yep. So what happens is like basically, what happens is Helen goes rush to throws you basically up into the air, and you slam into the ceiling. Take 1 harm.
Okay.
As Helen blinks to kind of help Zetrix back up to her feet.
Yep.
And she looks pissed now as you kind of start. But more importantly, you start falling back down to the ground. What do you do? Basically, you bounced off this. You kind of stuck there for. You kind of slammed it, and you kind of started falling again from the ceiling. So
I will. Probably. No. Ugh. It's difficult.
sorry.
Well, yeah, it's just I really hate combat.
I know you do.
Okay, I because I'm not good at coming up with stuff. Okay,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well, what's that spell that you make like bouncy balls?
Huh?
Mine?
Is it mine? Like, I remember like one of
Oh,
the
balloon.
Yeah, balloon.
No.
She doesn't
Okay.
use.
Okay, can you repeat again what exactly just happened?
Yeah, basically, when you blasted Zetrix away, Helen threw you up in the air and you smacked against the ceiling and are now falling again down, while Helen teleported over to Zetrix to try to help her up while Nell was just laughing.
Okay, well, what am I supposed to do, really?
Well, what can you do when you're falling in midair? Like, you are...
Catch myself.
And are you going to,
Use some kind of spell to basically catch myself.
Well, I'm saying, are you doing...
Okay!
Sorry, I'm just saying, are you... Like, you're saying you're going to focus on Zetrix, but you're not... You're just not doing anything to Zetrix, so... I'm trying to give you the chance to try to do something.
I'm gonna throw, ice spell at her.
Okay, what does that look like?
Sorry. Just like ice shards.
Okay.
Like almost like knives.
Okay. Go ahead and, yeah, we're gonna have you just roll to cast a spell again. Since I have a better beat on what the move is actually supposed to do.
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
Yep, that's fine.
$11.
Okay. So you get to pick 3.
Okay.
So I assume one of them is going to be your old-time favorite, Bombastic and Powerful.
Yeah.
So you can open something, cause 1 harm, heal 1 harm, hit more than 1 entity, no unintended consequences, creates an illusion, inflicts a steady permanent...
You're speaking too fast, honey.
Just...
Okay.
Alright, it's a list I feel like I've read like tons of times over the course of this game.
It's fine.
It's more than 1 entity.
Okay. You said you wanted to pick Bombastic and Powerful.
Yeah, Bombastic and Powerful, and no intended consequences.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to say is you throw some massive icicles, and temporarily you are pinning both Nell and Helen out of... You temporarily are taking them out of the fight.
Okay.
So they can eventually get back in, but for right now, it's just you and Zetrix, who kind of like is dusting herself off and just kind of panting a little in. It's like, guess you have another trick under your little... I was gonna say hat, but you're not really wearing headgear, are you?
Not exactly.
Wasn't expecting to get to this point.
And what point is that?
The point where I have to shank you.
Maybe if you can catch me.
She kind of draws her rapier and kind of strikes a dueling stance.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I'm gonna grab my own rapier.
Okay. The two of you kind of move forward, locking blades for a moment before kind of bouncing back. You know, she is clearly actually skilled with a rapier beyond just throwing magical exploding ones. But so, what are your intentions right now? What do you want to try to do?
Basically just hold her off right now.
Okay. You're just trying to keep her
at bay.
Okay.
So I can, kind of get back to my feet.
Yeah, I'm saying you are back on your feet. You got a moment to...
Well, I know. I mean, mentally.
Okay. You know what? I'm actually going to say roll plus heart, which is +0 for you because you switched your stats. But I think you're actually doing kind of a deep dive. You're kind of trying to get the lay of the situation.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, that would take like 3 links. It basically take links from everyone to make that not a miss.
Yeah.
Oh, you get to mark it.
I mean, I could contribute 1 if you really want it.
I'll just mark experience.
Yeah, we all have our own fights, so I'm just like wary to spend links willy nilly.
Yep.
Hey, she's a team member, and if this can help her out.
Yeah, I think this is like I say, this is just more of a basically as you are trying to kind of look for a point to kind of give yourself an advantage, Zetrix kind of keeps the pressure on you, and you're kind of more, you kind of strike the defensive as you kind of are, like, to be fair, it probably looks like flinning, but you guys are actually supposed to be skilled swordsmen, so it's not really flinning, but, the kind of the clash of blades effect has kind of sparks kind of go over there, and pinned from the wall, you hear Nails shouting like, "Woo! Fight scene!"
Parry! Dodge! Parry!
Okay, enough of the Steven Universe references. That is not we are supposed to be sticking to Square-enix and Disney.
Oh.
I thought that was a Looney Tunes reference.
I know, just in general.
That's still not Square-enix and Disney. But yeah, so
Well, is Who Framed Roger Rabbit's like a part of the Disney universe?
that is a.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Let's not go down on that. Let's not go down that hole.
Let's not hop the fence like that, guys.
As it kind of like you get to the point where you're kind of both face to face, kind of blades locking each other. Just the moment where you're still fighting, but this gives you a point of conversation, kind of thing. Kind of Dean is like, I was just trying to help you once. Seriously, he uses people.
Why are you interested in helping me?
Because I don't want to see happen to you what happened to me.
Why do you care?
She hesitates. I think you said the secret word. And it's enough for you to kind of bash her back. And she kind of digs the rapier down to kind of break herself. And it's like, she kind of just stops for a moment and is like, clearly, like, somehow you managed to blow her mind in with a very simple question. She kind of looks like, shouldn't care. Be feeling anything. I shouldn't care about him. Why do I care?
dun.
And not so. I don't have a heart. It shouldn't hurt. Shouldn't hurt. Why does it hurt? Kind of starts crying, like sobbing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Well, maybe you're growing a heart.
Why do I want it? I don't want it if it's it's gonna hurt like this.
Oh, feels.
The feels.
Like I said, that is just. I did not intend. This is like it. Just when she asked that question, is like, wait, why does she care? And it's like, oh my god.
And you're muted.
She just kind of like, she's just like, I don't want to care. I don't want my heart back. Good riddance before. Couldn't be hurt.
Wow, she really is a lot like Larxene, isn't she? Because that's like the whole basis of Larxene.
Yeah.
Of why she doesn't want her heart.
Mm-hmm.
Is because of some history where she got hurt.
Yeah. Well, like I said, this is just like like I said, this is not me intending it. This is just me suddenly realizing things and following it through.
I don't know if that's canonical for Larxene yet.
Actually, technically it is. We don't know why, but there was a thing in one of the novels where basically it talks about how she doesn't want her heart back because of what a heart makes a person feel. So that is actually canonical.
So she kind of just picks it up. She's her form is emotional. Like you can tell that she is sacrificing. Like she is not holding back, but she is still but she is like shaken. Notably, what do you do? She seems like she's intent on finishing this fight, but
go for the hug.
I think actually, I mean maybe not exactly a hug, but I lower my rapier and step forward.
She kind of like she holds up her arm shaking. It's like, stay back. I am not. We're not done here. We're still fighting.
No, we're not.
Don't pity me.
I'm not pitying you.
All right. Roll plus heart. Because I think you're trying to convince somebody.
What is my heart?
+0.
Oh damn.
Alright, I'm willing to spend links for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta channel our energy.
Nine.
Oh.
She threw it in the wrong chat, but yes.
Oh, did I put it in?
You put it in champions, not
Who
in.
cares?
Yeah.
Does it really matter?
It just took me a bit to realize what you rolled. So.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend a link and make that a 10.
Okay. Which link are you?
Let's see. Let me look at what links I have. I will spend.
You don't have
I mean,
to.
the irony is you could spend your link with Larxa herself.
Yeah. Why don't I spend that?
Well, no. Zyson's one spending the link.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll spend the Gaston link because I don't think he's going to come up anytime soon.
Yeah. You also have a locked link with Sohoy that's unspent.
Okay, yeah, let's spend that one. Oh, yeah. It's sometimes hard to tell with the outlines of which is locked.
Yeah, basically it should be a faded. The dark outline means it's locked. If it's faded, it's locked and spent.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's a 10. She just kind of keeps holding it, but yet kind of shaking as you walk forward, and you kind of end up when you get close. Like I just picture you push aside, you push down the rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do to show her that? I feel like you are building up to some sort of gesture of affection, or affection, like encourage.
A hug.
We'll do the hug. It hugs
Just a
and
simple-
she cries and cries and returns the hug and Nell is about to say something when Helen teleports and puts her hand over her mouth and just says, "Shut up."
I was completely thinking that at the moment. I was like, wait, this seems totally like Nell getting stopped by the more serious member to give just a moment of privacy between the two of them.
And I feel like that's the end of Laura's confrontation here.
Okay.
That took turns I was not anticipating, but I really, really like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I was like all for this once. It was like the emotional stuff happened. I was like,
Well,
oh
and
my
honestly,
god.
I prefer the emotional stuff than having to deal with combat.
Yes, I know.
I
That's
really hate combat.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to. Technically, your frosting should have done something differently, but I specifically wanted to do it in a way to kind of make it so we could focus on just the two of you, and then. Yeah.
I'm also surprised you decided to make her the Laura's fight there. I thought
we discussed.
We had discussed that a while ago.
Because she wanted her foil to be someone more attached, and because I kind of really dropped the ball at Morgana.
Mm-hmm. The Morgana stuff did not go well. So, and I already felt kind of on the outside with having my foil, really not connect at all.
Yeah, so we decided to go with more of the Larks to kind of reflect, using the same weapon, which was a happy incident. Both having a connection to Zeistend, it was, and both being kind of this leadery type that's also can be a little quick to anger. It was not planned, but it felt genuine. Kind of
and like they were kind of a foil with both being someone Zeistend had a relationship with. So
yeah. So, but we kind of joined up to the rest of the group, kind of hurrying up the tower. When, of course, you come across you find yourself on a long bridge.
Is this me?
No, this is the rest of them. Basically, this is happening at the same time you're having the whole Zetrix combat stuff. So, basically, each person's going to get their scene.
Focusing too much the rest of the section.
Everyone's going to kind of get their scene, and it's going to, and everyone, whereas the rest of the group kind of keeps going up. But as you come across this bridge, you see a hooded figure was walking across and turns to face you, and obviously by the fact that this guy's got his hood down and it's hood up and not down, you're pretty sure it's the Forgotten Master. And then he just kind of sighs and is like, "So Zetrix's team failed. I see."
What do you mean by that?
What did you say, Jane?
I was like, what do you mean by that failed? I mean, you always judged us so harshly.
He was always really harsh.
I gave them a mission to stop you, and yet you stand before me. What else would you call this?
True. I'll give you that.
But I'd bet he's a lot harsher now.
He just kind of like looks over at the four of you because I realize Millen's still here. I was about to say three.
Yeah, Millen.
Hi, I'm here to just exposit stuff.
Yes, that's good.
It's like
keep my character company when he's alone at night.
Yeah, it's
at
like
night. At night when he's alone at night. Seriously?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
You're imagining things.
You totally said that.
All right, shipper goggles, go down.
You inserted that in your own head because of your wishful thinking. Yeah, that's it.
It's not like we're recording this so that she can go back and prove it to you.
Yeah.
So
by then, this will be long in the past, though.
Yeah. Anyways, I don't know. Actually, with the latency on this, you could probably pull it up right now and it'd be saying it.
Damn it. Okay. Yes.
So.
I'm accusing him of probably being more cruel.
I'll admit, I've done more things that I've read, but I'm trying to save everyone. So just turn around and leave Lionel to me.
Are you trying to make another hollowed?
What?
Are you trying to make another hollowed?
No.
Okay, I guess.
He just kind of looks like if you could see his face, it'd be looking around like, what?
Well, I'm thinking the master of what was the master of that one? It was Heart, right?
Heart, yeah.
Yeah, master of Heart made themselves the hollowed by cutting themselves off from someone and turning themselves into a monster. And you're busy cutting yourself off from people. And look at the kind of things you've been doing. Look at the kind of people you've been hurting. I remember before. You were never nice, but you were not. I look over at Janox. I'm just like, seemed like just something.
Like, seriously, like if this was a PC, this is the point where I would have the PC roll to take a powerful blow. Because, like, you are, like, layering into him. Like, it's just same thing. It's the same thing that happened with, like, Lara and Zetrix kind of thing. Like, early.
I'm sorry. I don't want to steal Janox's thing. He still has something. Janox still has something important to say. I know. So I don't want to steal that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, no. It's like that. This is me as the GM acknowledging, like, you hit true on that one, but he's not going to. He's going to bluster through. He's going to hide it with bravado, kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I am nothing like that. He did something beyond just pushing people away. He ritualistically cut them off. I'm not good at becoming the very thing that my master and Lionel's master gave their lives to try to seal away.
Silas is like trying to remember because, like, wait, if they did that, did Silas know their masters?
Nope, you never met them.
Okay.
Okay, like meta-wise, I'm just because this is something that's probably never going to come up in game, so I feel like I just got to step back from the curtain and just explain it. Basically, they were apprentices when their masters dealt with the Hollowed, and then basically because their masters died, they were kind of left to take the mantle of their masters.
Oh, okay.
So their training was probably incomplete, so they kind of had to kind of wing some of it. So.
Okay.
Like from books and such.
Okay. Sure.
So that's just like you may have heard some of that said to you, like that may have been told to in Silas' memory.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
do with that info as you wish. And
Sure.
yeah. So, anyways, he said that talked about being, the nothing like the hallowed.
Right. Yeah. He just said.
And my masters gave their life.
Well, if you ask me, you're doing this all for the wrong reasons.
He kind of looks at. Okay, he is apparently a very emotive robe because he's looking at you incredulously.
It's obviously the turn of his head. Me and Dyson are probably used to it because we worked for the guy for a while.
Yeah, and he just kind of what other reason than to prevent people from falling to harm?
I'm not saying you're the outcomes the thing, but you're doing it all behind the shadows and playing with people's minds. Like that's probably not the good thing. You can't hide darkness. You can't stop darkness while being in shadows.
Yeah, Sohoy does not look happy saying all of this, though, or even like the resulting of this. Silas just looks real like conflicted, sad, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What are you feeling like, Janox, right now? Like,
yeah,
I'm trying to give them a moment to interact with it.
Go for it. This is you being into this scene is important. I literally brought up what happened to your character kind of for a reason.
I mean, while it wasn't you who pulled the trigger, you were the one, or I guess you weren't the bullet, but you were the trigger. Why did you try to kill me?
You wouldn't understand. You don't know all the things I have to burden. All the burdens I have to shoulder alone. So be it. He kind of strikes it kind of moves into it. It's a subtle shift, but it's clearly like, oh crap, he's gonna fight now. Sorry, Master Ansem. Forgive me for what I must do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I thought for a moment that the disappeared. I guess the two disappeared ones are the masters that are gone and have no
successors. Yeah.
Yeah, no successors.
I mean, that could have made sense completely. I like that. That's result.
Mm-hmm.
So that means Ansem the Wise was in fact the one of the statues down there, and he was the original in this world Master of Mind, which means Lionel was once trained by Mickey.
Hmm.
Do with that as you will. But yeah.
Right. This is supposed to be Janox's fight, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna do this with the intention of that, but Silas does step forward, summoning his Keyblade. This is with the intention that like I understand, but Silas will not like do automatically just leave it to him. He needs to kind of
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So Janox, how do you give your companions chance to move forward and not be stopped by the Forgotten Master?
I'm actually going to hold off Sohoy and go, look, I have a little bit of catching up to do with my old master. If Lara can handle the girls downstairs alone, I think I can take him. You guys need to go up and handle this. I have a few things I have to take care of here.
Oh well, are you doing it or did you say something? Sorry.
I'm saying this.
Oh, sorry.
Bathroom again, since
if you need a charger, there should be one plugged into the power strip over there.
Okay. Where is it?
Over in the power strip behind the chest.
The chest. You have a chest?
The thing, the big brown thing. It's over between the.
Okay.
It's underneath where blue is.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that.
All right. Zyston is going to put a hand on Janox's shoulder and just give a nod and say, "Come back after this, all right? Meet you at the top."
Meet you at the top, guys.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. Yeah.
And I'm not in this
And
scene right
yeah.
now.
And Zystone's going to wrap chains around both Silas and Millen and do the launch off.
All right.
Hopefully this time not getting hit by more lasers.
Well, I think as long as Millen says just aim low and you should be good. So how does Janox give them an opening to get past the Forgotten Master?
If the Forgotten Master tries to go, Janox immediately
Come on.
pops in with the yo-yo.
I believe.
I think Thomas knows what I was hinting at.
Yeah, I think Radical is trying.
I think I saw it before, but if he tries to strike out at him, I imagine I got to block his way with just spinning out my yo-yos there.
All right.
Okay. Did you see what I did, Janox? Were you watching? I was like, what are you gonna do to do it?
Solar flare.
Honestly, I think I kind of like that a little more, just because it hits home. Like, you can't keep people safe in the dark from hiding in the darkness. So what's the first thing you do?
It's whatever. It's what Janox wants. I had the visual gag. I'm happy. Let's go.
Yeah. So whatever you decide to do.
That is pretty funny. I might find a way to use that. Just not at this moment. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, okay, because this is just what you see. As you two, as Zyson, as you're kind of launching your group past him, you see him start putting out shadowy copies of your own chains to try to strike the three of you down. But Janox just kind of yo-yos them and kind of scatters them to the sides. What does Janox say after doing that? Because that's a setup for a one-liner, if anything was.
Hold on, I'm thinking of a good pun. Give me a moment.
One-liner.
I hope you don't think I was pulling your chain about this is just between the two of us.
The Forgotten Master audibly groans.
You just hear in the air, boo!
Terrible.
Yes.
That's right. It's the first thing that comes to mind. Okay, I was all through the spot. I thought it's the first thing.
Very well. Apparently, you're going to be the thorn I must deal with first. I guess I was right to just try to dispose of you.
Well, you're acting like... you keep acting like I wasn't smart enough. For so long, I thought I was the smart one. I was the one reining in Zyton. I tried to hold a lot of control over the team. So, humor me a moment. Why was I not necessary? Why did you try to have Zyton kill me off?
Pause for a brief moment while the GM tries to remember what exactly was said all the way back in the Camelot episode.
Oh God!
Go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
I think it was because he was kind of gaining memories that weren't his or something like that. Like,
I thought that was Shion.
I mean,
I don't know. Okay, I can come up with something that. So it's like your experiment was a failure. You became a liability, which you are demonstrating increasingly much. And now we have a kit in here, and I just don't know what to do anymore. Wanna throw her out, dear?
Bye, kitty.
Before she starts terrorizing. Guest star. But no, seriously, you were a failure. You became more of a liability. You were becoming like you are right now.
A liability because I actually wanted to do something. Because I was actually interacting with all those worlds you always said we had to hide from and do things in secret and all that snaz.
Yes, actually. The secrecy was our shield. If we were found, if we did not have that, who's to say? You know, we would have been stopped long ago. And our work was too important. It was too important for you to mess it up. It wasn't too important for any of us to mess it up. I was not willing to sacrifice our goals for anyone. Least of all, someone who is less real than even a nobody.
You know, it hasn't been easy for me either here, you know? Here I thought for so long
Pause here.
I was this person. I was related to this other wielder somewhere out in the realm beyond. I was confused why I was still back in this world helping out some man who wasn't necessarily clear about everything that he'd been tired, brought me back for. It wasn't even that this wasn't even related to the fact of me being a replica back then. I was just trying to figure out who exactly I still was. And I thought maybe, you know, a little bit more freedom. No, not bound by the chains of fate and all that crap. Only to find out apparently it's some prophecy. What do you know about that prophecy, by the way? You think anything's related to how Lionel views it?
It is a tool to it. A prophecy is a potential reality. It creates the future it foretells. It was our masters created two of them: the tyranny of light and the desolation of darkness. One where both were ways to hopefully defeat the Hallowed if all other hope was lost. The tyranny of light, the world would be preserved, but its freedom would have been lost. The desolation of darkness, the world would have been diminished, but left free. Neither fate is acceptable. But Lionel looked into the book, desperate for a way to end the stalemate. And now look at him. Look what's become of him. He is a pawn to that thing. My friend is no more. He has been consumed by that infernal book.
Then why are you trying to stop us from stopping him?
Because that's exactly what he wants you to do.
So you have to do it instead?
I have to do everything I must to save this world and everyone in it. No matter the cost. No matter what cost I have to pay.
You know, Master, I visibly at this moment actually dismiss my yo-yos for a moment and kind of go in a more relaxed stance. Do you know why the stars are as they are? You see, I point out out the window at I don't know if it's nighttime right now, but
It's dusk. You can just see the
It's
stars
dusk.
starting to to up here because I figured that's kind of the image. That's the image my brain has been kind of like. The outside is just kind of a wash in an orange glow, and it's like night is starting to fall, and you're starting to see little glimpses of stars for this.
Okay. This is part of me trying to get to my big speech finally, but give me a moment. It's taking me. I haven't really rehearsed it, but
yeah, that's fine. This is your big moment here. Like this, you get to ham it up all you want.
You know what all those stars out are in the universe? There's a lot of people that, especially, who think that sometimes they're just sparks of the different worlds that surround us, all the places that you apparently are trying to protect.
I think Lion King feels right now.
There's something about it that reminds me of there's something in my memories that say that sometimes instead they're the lights of billions upon billions of stars, eons and eons into the darkness, bringing light and hope to those places underneath them. But I've been too long in those shadows. I know where you're trying to protect us from, but I'm tired of that. I don't want to be in the shadow anymore. I'm tired. I want to shine like the sun I am. And at this point, I conjure my yo-yos back up and just start kind of radiating that little bit of a light Super Saiyan's like aura. Because I am, in fact, a sun. And if nothing else, I'll burn bright and go supernova if I have to. If it means I'll at least make an impact before I go down. And if you really want some help, I'm here to help you, Polaris.
Okay. Roll to convince somebody. Roll plus heart.
Yeah, that's a skill I'm good at. And yes, that was me giving him a name.
Yep, I know. I knew as soon as you said that, as like, oh snap! And I actually think thematically the name.
Oh god, it's not the best compared to my others, but that's fine. That's
yep. So roll still. +2.
Again, 9. I'll even burn a link if that'll give me what I need in this situation.
All right. Need quick jump over to. Okay, I'm gonna ask you if you're spending a link. There's one I really think this is the thematic point to do it. Your link to Jackson.
No, that makes complete sense. I like that. I will burn that link I've been holding on to.
Because I think
sure, this feels impactful.
Because this is the moment where.
Oh, that's right. I had a +3 technically. I'm sorry. I should have had a 10. I forgot. Looking at my list that's been there so long, I forgot because of my link to Jackson. I should have a +3 and thus have.
No. It's your stat. You rolled your links -1 for.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because,
-1. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you were correct. But
no, I was right. Cool. Thank you for that reminder.
Yep. But yeah, you spend that link because it's like. More importantly, I don't think it's the thematic like you're drawing on the memories of that. I think this is the point where you are your own person now. You're no longer a reflection of Jackson or the original Janox. You are you now. And that's kind of the thing, and he's just...
I know my reference was more the... Ironically, actually, my more reference was Axel's little...
Oh, yeah.
Speech about... at the beginning of days.
Yeah.
That's what I was going kind of with.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were going down Lion King.
Well, that also kind of worked, too.
So, but, yeah. But I'm just saying that's the arc of spending the Jackson link was for that. And he stops. That's... No one's supposed to even know that anymore. First thing that is notable, because you were when Nimue gave you his name, she said, "Be careful when you speak it. If you speak it once, it will be lost to the ether." It's still in you still remember it right now. He kind of lifts up his hands and takes down his hood. What does he look like? Like, what is your picture of like what's his hair, basically? That's the important thing. Like, and what, like,
I mean, you could be like he's an old man, a young man, you know.
Yeah. Like that.
Man. I guess his age is kind of implied by being the same age as what's it called? As Lionel. So yeah.
That's the only reason why.
Okay, I got an idea just to kind of help with the parallels. If he is, in fact, if he looks like Ansem the Wise, I'm going to make a reference and say he actually kind of looks like Ericus.
Okay, so kind of that, like the little top, like the top back.
I mean, there's plenty of characters in this universe and how very mirrored appearances now. There's Vanitas and Sora, of course, Roxas and Ben and everything. So no, this is Ericus's kind of double.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Still clearly younger and such, but yeah, it's just okay. Yeah, that's
I was gonna make the joke. It looked like Cyrus from Pokemon.
Oh, I thought you were thinking Cyrus. I know this was some stuff that's impactful off the bat. I'm just trying to give him a personality here now. Apparently, it's not me.
I was just going because the other guy looks like the one villain from Pokemon, so I was like, who else is a good
Cyrus is, I like that, but no, I kind of like adding in more parallel people who look like other people.
Yeah, that's fine.
So that was my first gut reaction, so I'm going with it.
Yeah, so he just kind of, he takes down the hood. Like, this is the first time you've actually seen him. Like, anyone has seen him. Like, you would say, like, in memory, but that's kind of a loose term when it comes to him. So it's just like...
Yeah. Is his... I want to ask if everything was hidden from
your memories are...
Silas and stuff.
Yeah,
but...
it wasn't hidden from you, but your memories are gone from it. Like, because of the whole thing that he did to kind of to lock away his identity kind of thing, everyone's memories of him are gone other than the name that Gen X was gifted by Nimue.
Okay.
So it's more like there's just like he was there, but you can't remember anything about him kind of thing, other than what he said kind of thing. So.
Okay.
Like, we may argue that those memories may start returning soon, but not in a time that's going to be relevant.
Yeah.
He just kind of, but yeah, he takes down his hood and it's like, I wanted to help everyone, no matter what it took. Maybe he was right. Maybe I'm not necessarily the same type of being as the Hollowed, but may have done just as much harm as he had.
Well, depends on whether or not the Hollowed is destroying the world or not.
Sorry. I'll go up to him and like, I'm going to gingerly walk up to him and be like, look, those light crazed fools never do often realize what exactly they're doing right, do they?
Okay, I'm going to just jump out of the thing. He was the one who was hiding in the darkness. Lionel is the one who is, I would argue, is light crazed.
I know. That's why I was referencing Lionel with what I was saying. But, it doesn't always help for us to hide in the darkness either.
So, Okay, I was kind of tempted to do this earlier, but I want to ask you this sincerely now. Do you want Janox to have a Keyblade?
This is very hard. Okay, that is a very hard choice.
Like, this is like, now he's not asking you if you want it. He will, his actions will base on what you want for the character. Because, it is referred to as a group of 4 masters. They never say what kind of masters. They could very well have been Keyblade masters in this universe, so.
Well, I mean, the irony being is that of all the quote ones before it, but I also have the complete legit reason of the one thing that kind of inspired my weapon in the first place.
Well, you gotta remember, like, look at Axel, or Lee. He still uses the chakrams even though he has a Keyblade. Like, they form change.
Oh, yeah. No. I get that. But yeah, if we're doing a flavorful Keyblade, I'll take it, sure.
He kind of holds out his hand, and a Keyblade appears in his hand. It looks like kind of like the echoes you've seen him kind of use. It's kind of transparent. I have not pulled out its original form in too long. Kneel.
I kneel.
He does the. Let me recite the
Oath properly.
Yep.
I get it.
But he does it kind of. Does it more in like a knighting style where he kind of taps the shoulders.
Oh yeah, duh.
All right. As he kind of taps you, he says he kind of rests it on your shoulder. And I'm going to slightly vary it because this is an alternate universe version of it. But it's like, okay, yeah. You know what? No, he taps you on the shoulder and then has you rest your hand on the hilt of it. The keychain you see is looks like a Polaroid that has been faded, because his Keyblade is the Faded Memory. That's its name.
Very fitting for someone who was formerly for someone who was formerly a Linksmith as well.
Yep. And it says, "In your hand, take this key. So long as you have the makings, then through the simple act of takings, its wielder you shall one day be. And you will find me, friend. No ocean will contain you then. No borders around or below or above, so long as you champion the ones you love." And kind of, there's a light, and your yo-yos kind of spin together and form a key, which is the key part is one of your yo-yo blades. And the other one kind of becomes the keychain, and like the similar motif of them is kind of like what forms the handguard.
Okay.
We can kind of workshop it a little more, but
yeah, I don't mind. It's fine. This is a little improv-y. This is okay.
Yeah,
we'll final design it later.
We'll workshop it. We'll do some we'll get some focus groups, and we'll get it right here.
Yeah. That'll be designed in 5 to 6 years.
He just kind of sighs, and he like, go stop Leonel. He doesn't know what he's doing. He can't help what he's doing anymore. Stop him for the sake of my old friend.
Of course.
Who's his old friend?
That's
Master
what heroes do, right?
You're the hero here, not me.
You're the man now, dog.
Huh?
No, you're the man now, dog.
What?
It's a what's it called?
I'm equally
It's
confused when I'm
It's
going
an
laughing.
it's an I don't know why he said it. It's a very old website that did a lot of memes.
In other
Okay.
words, it's a meme.
It did memes before memes were memes.
What?
Whoa.
Oh, okay. That's why I don't get it. I don't follow you, so.
All right.
Mm.
But yeah, so I think that's actually going to be the ending point for here, because I don't know what's going to happen with Lionel at this point, because my expectations.
I mean, this is what we want. We want the expectations to not go in the right direction. Elsewise,
Yeah,
are we
yeah.
playing the game? What do? We walk up to the guys, we fight them, and we leave. That's not
No.
interstitial.
Yeah, no, it's like
I was honestly planning for a fight with him and to do this as impactful, but no, this felt very story fitting, so I'm okay
Yeah.
with my resolution.
Probably doesn't help that that Silas delivered that like, you have done bad things, sir, to dig the knife in a little bit right to begin with.
yeah. So like it's just like when I had you roll, like I was going to be like, as much as I like both times, like there was a roll for you guys to kind of redeem your antagonists. Like that was a roll like I would have run with either direction on it. I mean, it was a little harder. Would have been a little harder for me with Zetrix because, like, damn, that was such an emotional beat there. I did not want it to fail, but
I mean, she could have just raged at the end of that, you know?
Yeah.
Like it could still like there's failing forward. There's that concept of like,
Yeah.
it lands, but the result is not a cessation of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, with that resolution with both Zetrix and theoretically they're on our side theoretically to help us.
I mean, we're all. I mean, if we're trying to deal with the Hollowed, everyone's on the same side. But
Yeah.
There's a lot of talking.
Well, they're not standing in our way.
there's a lot of
debatable about methodology.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's going to be really interesting to get to this with Master Lionel, because out of the three people that are going to be encountered this way, he can't choose to stop.
You always have a choice.
Like, no, like seriously, like that's kind of the plot point that has been driven home here, is that unfortunately because of things beyond his control, he is compelled to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens if the time frame for a specific thing is over?
I don't know if there is specifically a time frame, because that's the other big thing. Lionel is wrong. Like that has been the point. Is Lionel has been wrong about who the prophecy applies to. So the prophecy kind of is moving independently of him. It's just using him.
Mm-hmm.
What way was he wrong?
Like, for example, the fact that Laura is not mentioned in the prophecy.
But she actually is.
Yeah, no, she's the prophecy's intended host to the one to be intended to be the Tyrant of Light.
Ah, yes.
Or if it's a never-ending prophecy, the one this time that's chosen.
Yeah.
When did we find that out? Because
We haven't found that out yet. It's probably going to get revealed next time.
Oh, okay, that explains why I didn't know this.
I had mentioned it to you before out of
Yes.
game, though. So.
Yeah, we mentioned out of game, but also we don't. Like, we have a lot of stuff that's sort of mentioned out of game.
Yeah. Well, Lionel is going to be the point where, like, it's probably going to be his dying things that he realizes that he was wrong about the prophecy.
If he dies.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll
Kind of what, like I say, that's why I kind of want it. That one's going to be kind of the. Like, I may even have. Like, that one's going to start off with anxiety to him, but I might have the other two eventually join up with that one, because that one's going to be. There's going to be some stuff said there.
Yeah, I was actually kind of curious who was Zyson's foil for this, because I'm like, everyone else kind of made sense. Like,
yeah, no.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Like, Lionel has always been intended to be your foil.
Okay.
But also, you didn't have anything to do with him, unfortunately. So
yeah.
Instead of landing with there's the Keyblade Master and that thing, it said I'm the one with that. But I also don't know him well at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lionel is the most antagonistic out of the people. Like, he's the one that would probably be considered like the main bad for most of the game until you get to the not personable, hollowed kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he kind of set all the things in motion in the first place.
Right, but we also didn't know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
Kind of the Anthem Seeker of Darkness role from KH1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anyways, no end of session moves because like this is just I'm not worrying about those at this point. It's just we're
Yeah, we're at that point where we're at the end game anyway. So
yeah. So it's like let me get to my outro and all right. As always, you can join us on our Discord with a link down in the description to chat with us or discuss the channel or channel adjacent topics or what else you want to. Like, how would you try to redeem Lionel? You can also follow us on Twitter at Tales Across to get updates from us and be notified when the channel goes live. Character art is done by a friend of the show, Carl. Links to their DeviantArt and Coffee account below. Did I say below? I don't know. Like,
Yes, you did.
finally, like and subscribe to get both future content and help us reach a wider audience. So, to those watching us in the past, present, and future, take a chance. You might be able to change someone's outlook on life. And good night.